After losing game after game after game with my always ready red-green deck, I finally gave in and decided to tweak it a little bit and turn it into something completely different. So today I present to you the Reckless Denial red-green deck, or Always Ready 2.0. Alright, here's a look at our deck list for our Reckless Denial. We've got a lot of green characters that are going to give us some kind of benefit when the opponent challenges them or banishes them. So if possible, we want to use our other cards to funnel our opponents into challenging those characters. And then we have a few evasive characters just so it's less likely our opponents can challenge them. We don't have a lot of high willpower characters, so they will get taken out easily. Got Dragonfire and Stampede just so we can deal with the odd character or two that we need to take out without challenging them, like bodyguards or really high willpower. And most of the rest of the cards here are designed to keep our characters ready. We don't want them exerted. The characters we want exerted are the green ones that we want our opponents to challenge. All right, let's see if we can win some games with this new deck and force our opponents to waste their turns. It's always a terrible feeling when you have to waste your own turn, but sometimes it happens. Kind of like a blue deck in Magic. I always hate playing against those. I think everyone does, but I think this one's a little nicer than that. So we've got a card we can play on the first turn. We've got some cards we can ink. Nothing we can really play on the second turn. Let's send these two back for now. Dragonfire, okay, that's a little bit better. We're going first, so I'm going to put her in the inkwell for now. Get our Minnie Mouse out. Pass. Nothing we can really play on the second turn, but on the third turn we can get Cheshire Cat out to start getting us 2 lore, or we can get out Iago to start wasting their characters. We'll just have to see what they play. Looks like they played a Han. Did they play Hans in there? I missed it. Captain Hook, okay. It's +2, so they're going to be trying to take out some of our characters with that. We could take... I think let's ink one of our Cheshire Cats. And quest with her for now and pass. So they can take out Minnie pretty easily. I'm not too worried about losing our 1-cost 1 lore character. But they will be able to take her out if they want, and we will not be able to take Captain Hook out. Not a big deal. Got Sergeant Tibbs in the Inkwell, good play since they already have a 1-cost character out and he won't really buy them much. Gaston, reckless, has to, so they're kind of doing our job for us of making their characters reckless. Still an issue though, we don't want to leave our characters exerted if we can help it because of that. And I think we can ink Abu because we have Cheshire Cat. And we could get Peter Pan out to challenge Captain Hook. And then he would have to challenge and lose. I think this is probably a good play. Because then they'll lose both of their characters and we only lose one. Yeah, probably the best. I would have liked to have gotten Cheshire Cat out there, start generating lore, but I'd rather take out their characters right now, so they don't get any kind of early lead. And we don't want this one on the board when we have other characters out there that he can challenge that we actually care about. Yeah, that was an okay trade-off. I'm fine with it. Let's get... You'll be able to take out Hans pretty easily, which I don't like. I think we get Cheshire Cat out here, because if he does take him out, then they'll at least lose their character. And I don't want to ink Iago, but we need more ink, and we'll pass. I really wish we could ink Kuzco. We just don't need him right now. Sure, he generates 3 lore. He doesn't do much else for us. Oh, they smashed Cheshire Cat instead. Okay, that was a good play for them. Means they could also have grab your swords, which would be also bad for our characters. We don't have a lot of high willpower characters, but play the cards we're dealt at this point. Smash could even take out our Hans. Well, we can, if they don't smash Hans, we can at least get 3 lore out of him and be at 4. And we can always Dragonfire any other characters they may play. And then if we do get Cusco out on the next turn, maybe, then we can use him to start generating 3 lore. And he can't be taken out with a smash, so that's probably a good play for us. So let's go ahead and get Cusco out here. They're going to take out Hans, which is something we have to deal with. I'd rather have the lore, though. We can get Pongo out next turn, I hope, and then have some evasive that they can't really challenge, but they can still take out with Smash. Doesn't look like they're getting a whole lot of the cards that they really want to get. Not a lot of characters on the board. Maybe they just have some really expensive ones in there. Oh, they inked the Tinkerbell. Feels like a good one they could have kept to play and get rid of some of our characters. But sometimes you just have to ink what you have. It's you know, one of the good and bad things about this game, I think. And now they really have nothing to take out Cusco immediately, so yeah, I think we're doing okay at this point. Yeah, let's just quest him, I guess. Yeah, I think they're just not really getting any good draws that they really need to challenge this deck effectively. And we're not getting the best cards from our draws either, so they're really unlucky right now. But it works to our favor, and I appreciate that. We got that Tinkerbell. So that'll give them a little bit more card draw, which might help them out at this point, but they're very low on lore. They really need to get that out there. We could ink the Flynn, but I don't think we need to at this point. And if they use Tinkerbell for anything, we can get Peter Pan out the next turn and do some damage to her, but I think we just play Peter Pan as is and quest some of our characters because we're generating +8, so unless they take out one of our characters, we're going to win on the next turn. It's a pretty easy game so far. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just weren't getting the card draw, which is unfortunate. We really need a lot more cards in this game, I think, that have card draw, because if you're not playing Amethyst, you're just not getting a lot of card draw, and I found a lot of times I have very few cards in my hand, and it's really unfortunate because every color can benefit from card draw. Okay, they took out Peter Pan with Dragonfire. I think they should have taken out the Flynn probably instead, or they should have taken out Pongo or the Flynn with that Dragonfire. Instead, they took out Peter Pan, who only generates 1 lore. I'm not sure why I know the Peter Pan does the most damage, but yeah, I don't think that was the right move on their part. We can't play that. We can play, yeah, I mean, I guess we can play our Dragonfire at this point because we can't play Genie. We have nothing else to play, so we'll just go ahead and quest with these 3. And we're up to 19. And I don't really see any way that we lose at this point. But you never know. Something could happen. And I just want to thank everyone for watching this video. You know, I'm new to making videos, new to playing Lorcana, and all the support really helps. So give us a subscribe and a like. Maybe leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about this deck, how you think we could improve it, what you thought about the gameplay. Again, thanks for watching. Trying to take out our characters, but they can't take out the Cusco, so yeah, we ran pretty easily this turn. We just quest him for 3, and we're at 22, and victory. Almost up to 300 points here. Alright, Really unfortunate game for the opponent. They just weren't getting the draws that they wanted, but it happens sometimes, and yeah, I enjoyed playing.